Clara, a young woman with an adventurous spirit, had always been drawn to the mysteries of the Whispering Woods. Tales of hidden treasures and restless spirits whispered through the generations of her village, fueling her curiosity. Her faithful companion Max, a golden retriever with boundless energy, shared her enthusiasm for exploration. The old map passed down through Clara's family spoke of a lost treasure hidden deep within the woods, a secret guarded by the echoes of the past. This treasure wasn't gold or jewels, but something far more valuable: the lost history of a forgotten miner named Elias. Clara, driven by a thirst for adventure and a desire to uncover the truth, prepared for her journey into the Whispering Woods. She packed a knapsack with provisions, a compass, and a journal to document her discoveries. Max, tail wagging in anticipation, stood patiently by her side, ready to embark on their shared adventure. The morning sun cast long shadows as Clara and Max set off towards the woods, their hearts filled with a mixture of excitement and trepidation. The rustling leaves seemed to whisper secrets as they ventured deeper into the unknown. The air grew heavy with an ancient presence as they stepped beneath the canopy of the Whispering Woods. Sunlight dappled through the leaves, creating an ethereal glow on the forest floor. Max trotted ahead, his senses alert, sniffing the air and exploring the unfamiliar surroundings. Clara followed close behind, her hand resting on the hilt of a small knife she carried for protection. The woods held an air of mystery, a sense of stories waiting to be unearthed. The deeper they ventured, the more palpable the whispers became. Clara could almost hear voices carried on the wind, fragments of conversations long past. The trees seemed to watch them with ancient eyes, their gnarled branches reaching out like skeletal fingers. Max, usually so boisterous, grew quieter, his ears perked, listening intently to the sounds of the forest. Clara's heart pounded in her chest, a mix of fear and exhilaration coursing through her veins as they continued their journey into the heart of the Whispering Woods. As Clara and Max ventured deeper into the woods, the trees grew denser, their branches intertwined, blocking out the sunlight. The air grew colder, and a sense of unease settled upon them. Shadows danced in the periphery of Clara's vision, playing tricks on her mind. Max whined softly, nudging Clara's leg as if seeking reassurance. The whispers intensified, becoming clearer, though still unintelligible, like a chorus of voices just beyond reach. A sudden movement in the undergrowth startled Clara and Max. They froze, their eyes scanning the darkness, searching for the source of the disturbance. A twig snapped, and a dark shadow flitted past them, disappearing into the dense foliage. Clara gripped her knife tighter, her heart pounding in her chest. Max growled, his hackles raised, his body tense with alertness. The woods seemed to hold its breath, waiting for something to happen. Clara, determined not to be deterred, pressed onward, her eyes fixed on the path ahead. She reminded herself of the stories her grandmother used to tell, tales of brave adventurers who faced their fears and emerged victorious. Max, sensing her resolve, regained some of his confidence. Continuing to scout ahead, his senses heightened. The shadows seemed to retreat, lurking just beyond the reach of the light. The path led them deeper into the heart of the woods, where the trees stood tall and silent, their branches reaching towards the sky like ancient arms. The ground beneath their feet became soft and spongy, covered with a thick layer of moss and fallen leaves. The air was thick with the scent of damp earth and decaying wood. A strange stillness hung in the air, broken only by the occasional rustle of leaves or the distant call of a bird. Clara felt as though she had stepped into another world, a world where time stood still and secrets lay hidden in the shadows. Emerging from the dense thicket, Clara and Max stumbled upon a clearing bathed in an eerie, otherworldly light. In the center of the clearing stood a large, moss-covered stone altar, its surface etched with strange symbols. The air around the altar crackled with an unseen energy, sending shivers down Clara's spine. Max circled the altar cautiously, sniffing the air, his tail held low. The whispers seemed to emanate from the altar itself, swirling around it like a ghostly vortex. Clara approached the altar, her hand outstretched, drawn to its mysterious aura. The symbols carved into the stone seemed familiar, echoing patterns she had seen in the old map. She traced the lines with her fingers, feeling a faint tingling sensation. Max whined softly, nudging her hand as if urging her to be careful. The light in the clearing intensified, casting long, distorted shadows that danced and flickered around them. As Clara examined the altar more closely, she noticed a small, hidden compartment on its side. Her fingers fumbled with the latch, and with a click, the compartment sprang open. Inside, she found a small, tarnished silver locket. The locket was engraved with a single initial, E. Clara's heart skipped a beat. Could this be a clue related to the lost miner, Elias? Max barked softly, as if sharing in her excitement. The whispers seemed to intensify, swirling around them like a ghostly embrace. Clara opened the locket, revealing a faded photograph of a young man with kind eyes and a gentle smile. A wave of sadness washed over her as she realized she was holding a piece of someone's past, a tangible connection to a life long gone. She closed the locket, clutching it tightly in her hand, feeling a sense of responsibility to uncover the truth behind Elias's story. The altar seemed to hum with energy, as if acknowledging her discovery. The whispers grew louder, almost forming words, beckoning her deeper into the mystery. As Clara stood before the stone altar, clutching the silver locket, a voice echoed through the clearing, startling her and Max. The voice was faint and ethereal, as if carried on the wind, yet clear enough to understand. Lost. Forgotten. Help me, the voice whispered, its tone filled with sadness and longing. Max whimpered, pressing close to Clara's side, his body trembling. Clara's heart pounded in her chest, a mixture of fear and fascination washing over her. The voice seemed to emanate from the altar itself, resonating with the strange symbols carved into the stone. Clara realized with a jolt that she was hearing the voice of Elias, the lost miner. The whispers she had heard throughout the woods were his cries for help, his pleas to be remembered. Max, sensing the presence of the unseen entity, began to bark, his barks echoing through the clearing, challenging the ghostly voice. Clara placed a reassuring hand on Max's head, calming his fear. "Elias," Clara whispered, her voice trembling slightly. "Are you here?" The voice responded immediately, its tone filled with a mixture of surprise and hope. "Yes, I am here, trapped, between worlds." The voice explained that he had perished in the woods decades ago. His body never recovered, his story lost to time. He spoke of a hidden truth, a treasure more valuable than gold, that he wanted to share with the world. Clara listened intently, her mind racing to make sense of the incredible revelation. Driven by a newfound sense of purpose, Clara vowed to help Elias find peace and uncover the truth behind his story. She felt a connection to the lost miner, a sense of empathy for his forgotten existence. Max, sensing Clara's resolve, stopped barking and stood attentively by her side, his tail wagging slightly as if offering his support. The voice of Elias grew stronger, filled with gratitude and hope as Clara embarked on her quest to unveil the secrets of the Whispering Woods. The whispers transformed from cries of despair into guiding murmurs, leading Clara deeper into the heart of Elias's mystery. The whispers, now clearer and more distinct, guided Clara and Max through the winding paths of the Whispering Woods. The voice of Elias, though still ethereal, became a constant companion, offering clues and directions. "Follow the path of the setting sun," he whispered, his voice carried on the gentle breeze. Max, his senses heightened, followed the whispers with unwavering loyalty, leading Clara through the dense undergrowth. The woods seemed to part before them, revealing hidden passages and forgotten trails. As they journeyed deeper, the whispers revealed fragments of Elias's life, painting a picture of a kind and gentle soul who loved the woods and its hidden wonders. He spoke of his passion for discovering rare minerals and his dream of sharing his findings with the world. He described the beauty of the woods in vivid detail, his words evoking images of shimmering waterfalls, ancient trees, and hidden meadows filled with wildflowers. Clara listened intently, her heart aching for the lost miner and his unfulfilled dreams. Elias's voice led them to a twisted oak tree, its branches gnarled and contorted, its trunk hollowed out by time. "The riddle lies within the heart of the oak," Elias whispered, his voice echoing through the hollow trunk. Clara peered into the darkness, searching for the hidden clue. Max sniffed the air, his tail wagging excitedly as if he too sensed the importance of the location. The whispers intensified, urging Clara to solve the riddle and uncover the next piece of the puzzle. The riddle, carved into the inner bark of the oak, spoke of a hidden meadow where the sun never reached, a place where secrets lay buried beneath the earth. Clara pondered the words, her mind racing to decipher their meaning. She realized that Elias was referring to a sunken meadow, a place where the ground had collapsed, creating a hidden oasis. Max barked softly as if confirming her understanding. The whispers urged them onward, promising that the truth lay just ahead, waiting to be discovered. The twisted oak stood as a sentinel, its gnarled branches reaching towards the sky like skeletal fingers. The air around it crackled with an unseen energy, a palpable sense of the past lingering in its presence. Clara circled the ancient tree, her eyes scanning its surface, searching for the hidden riddle. Max whined softly, nudging her hand as if sensing her eagerness to uncover the next clue. The whispers of Elias seemed to emanate from the tree itself, swirling around them like a ghostly embrace. Clara's fingers traced the rough bark of the oak, feeling the texture of time etched into its surface. She discovered a small, almost invisible inscription carved into the wood, hidden beneath a layer of moss. The inscription was a riddle, its words cryptic and enigmatic, challenging her to decipher their meaning. Max barked excitedly as if sharing in her discovery, his tail wagging furiously. The whispers grew louder, urging her to solve the riddle and unlock the next piece of Elias's story. The riddle spoke of a place where shadows danced beneath the earth, a hidden meadow bathed in eternal twilight. Clara pondered the words, her mind racing to connect them to the landscape of the whispering woods. She recalled stories of a sunken meadow, a place where the ground had collapsed long ago, creating a hidden oasis shrouded in mystery. Max whined softly, his eyes fixed on a specific direction as if he knew the way. The whispers confirmed her intuition, guiding her towards the sunken meadow. With renewed determination, Clara and Max set off towards the sunken meadow, following the whispers and Max's keen sense of direction. The path led them through dense thickets and across moss-covered rocks, the woods seeming to shift and change around them. The air grew heavy with anticipation as they approached their destination, the whispers intensifying, promising that the truth lay just ahead, waiting to be revealed. The riddle of the twisted oak had unlocked the next chapter of their adventure, leading them closer to the heart of Elias's mystery.